I wanted to show you this squeeze page here. This was a squeeze page we created for a webinar that myself and Gideon Shelwick ran together. And this particular page was converting at 63%. Now I want to explain why we were able to get such a decent opt-in rate, and there's several different elements to this that you may want to cover or copy. So the first thing that you can see is that we've got a very plain template. The background is white, the page is white. We do have this drop shadow just to help kind of bring the page forward a little bit. To be honest, I don't think this would have made any difference really to the conversion. Plain white has been proven to convert just as well. The main thing here is that we don't have big chunky header graphics, we don't have noisy backgrounds. It's all just very plain, clean and simple. The next point to make here is the headline, and we've obviously used a graphical headline in this particular case. Again, it's probably a very minor increase in conversions compared to perhaps just a standard text headline, but because we're not worried about the SEO in this case, a graphic headline just makes it look nicer, makes it look more professional, and so it's just as easy for us to do. Now we've got here again just a very clean, simple image of myself and Gideon together, and we haven't tried to make anything fussy about it. But one thing is that people's faces do generally draw people in more. So you might want to consider that. If there's any way that you can include a person's face on the page, the chances are you are going to increase conversions. Now the next thing is the opt-in box, and we've got a highlighted piece here. There's a call to action and a hint of scarcity here. There's the actual call to action or the direct instructions are written below very clearly here. We've just got two opt-in form fields, just the first name and email address, again reducing barriers, making it very simple. And then this secure my place button, which is highlighted with this big hand-drawn red ring around it. Now again, that's just bringing people's attention. So when they come to this page, the first thing that anybody's going to do is see this headline. Their eyes are going to be drawn down to us. That naturally leads across to this opt-in box. So already we've got a very clean, clear flow. It's very easy for the eye to follow and know exactly where to go next. Underneath that, we've got a sort of sub-headline that dictate or sort of gives the information that's required regarding the time and the date of the webinar. And then we've got some bullet points, simple, clean, clear bullet points. Again, no more than 5 if you can help it. I do sometimes go to 7, but usually 3 is a minimum and 5 is optimal. And underneath that, I've just got a little bit of extra text just to kind of give the really the person who likes extra information some more information here. Usually the bullet points would be more than enough on their own. And then again, we've just got that opt-in box repeated at the bottom, simply so that people can come here if they've scrolled down to the bottom and opt in without needing to go back to the top of the page, keeping things as easy as possible. These arrows just drawing people's attention back to the box once more. And it's all these tiny little details that sort of start adding up to increasing the conversions on this page. We've also got the earnings disclaimer, privacy policy and terms and conditions at the bottom, and a very minor increase, but in tests these have been shown to increase conversions on a squeeze page, so they're worth having. Overall, those are the really core elements to the squeeze page, and they are extremely simple, if you see what I mean. They're keeping it clean and clear so that every pixel really does count. We want to make sure that we've used all of the space on the page as efficiently as possible. This might be a few pixels extra here that we could have wasted, but I think it's probably sufficient that it won't make any difference to our conversions in this particular case. The other thing to point out is that the source of traffic is coming from Gideon's list in this case, so he's able to do a pre-sell, which of course can help increase conversions overall. And the offer that we're making is a high value offer to the particular list. We're teaching people how to create passive income, which is a high interest topic, and we're giving away a webinar that actually ended up being around about 1.5, I think it was nearly 2 hours long. So that was a really high value giveaway for people coming to this page. So that's how we were able to generate in this particular case, a 63% opt-in rate. We've had similar opt-in rates for colder lists, but basically using the same formula, this clean page, simple headline at the top that really sells the benefit to the person coming to this page. We could have used a video here. I have used video here, and that does work very well. But I can get just as high opt-in rates from using just a good graphic for whatever it is that we're using as an incentive. Whether if it's an ebook or an e-course, then I'd use a high quality graphic for that particular product. And again, just the bullet points underneath. This whole site was built on Fusion HQ, which is why we're able to just sort of drag and drop these different elements into place, making it the whole process of creating this page really took, I think, including typing all of the text and making the graphics, was less than an hour. For more information on how to build a really good high opt-in page, then go to thesqueezepage.org, and there's a heap more information available for you there. So head over now to www.thesqueezepage.org.